Hey guys, and welcome to the first edition of our new permanent home for all our future movie reviews. Usually when we started the channel, it was with politics, movie reviews, and sports. Today we're officially separating the channels and we're bringing you movie reviews on this new channel, so welcome. As always, I am Andy, and let's get right into my review of Tenet. Tenet is the 11th major film directed by one of my favorite directors, Christopher Nolan. And with Nolan at the helm, I had high expectations for the movie. Does the movie live up to my expectations? Let's talk about that. Let me start by saying that I really liked Tenet. I will dive deeper as to why in a little bit, but I will say that this movie, for the majority of its runtime, will leave you confused and asking what's going on. Maybe that is just me, because my girlfriend who I was watching with did get the basic plot of the movie pretty quickly, as I was sitting there feeling stupid and not kind of understanding what was going on until later in the movie. But the movie jumps into full gear off the get-go, needless to say. So usually when it's so fast, so quick, and they don't have time for any exposition, movies sort of lack or have trouble with pacing. This movie is not the case. Shockingly, this fast pace off the get-go works for this movie. Obviously, Christopher Nolan can handle these kind of movies well. He did that with Dunkirk, with mostly no talking, everything being developed through the story. This is unlike Dunkirk. This movie has a lot of talking, but we don't even know the main character's name until the end of the film, just to show how lack of exposition there is for him and our motivations to connect with him. Throughout the film, there's enough character development that allows us to connect with those characters and allows us to be emotionally invested in the story. The main character, like I said about his name, rightfully so, is named the protagonist. It just shows that Nolan knows how to make a movie, that you don't even need to know the name of the character and you can still be invested. The main character, the protagonist, is a charismatic, hard-hitting former CIA agent that has us rooting for him throughout the movie. It has great action, it is great paced. I do like the antagonist villain of the movie. I will not spoil too much, but I do think the one thing that lacks about him is his motivation. I think that's a little lacking. It's more of the he wants the world to perish versus which is fine, but I'm not a huge fan of just I want to see the world burn from the villains. I like to see a reason behind the madness, if you will. That kind of also goes with the main character. What's his motivation for saving it other than just let's save the world, another hero movie. This movie is still really good. I love the cinematography of this movie. There's scenes in the movie where there's three men talking, three of the main characters talking, and you can see the camera pan around in a beautiful shot. But something I do have to negatively mark off of this movie is just the sound mixing. There's been a lot of reports, and I can confirm with me seeing it today, that you cannot hear a lot of the times the main characters talking over the score. The score is amazing, and I love the score. But when the score and the music is higher than the voices, it makes it hard to hear, makes these connections we need to make as the audience to the characters a lot harder. An example of that is a scene, without any spoilers, is with the antagonist, the villain, on a walkie-talkie talking. You can't hear what he's saying because of how muffled it is, how bad quality it is, so you miss the crucial key moment when he's explaining himself to the audience what he's doing. That's a problem that I don't know if Christopher Nolan knew once the movie was already produced, but that was a problem that made it suffer and could make it not be as great as it could be. So, let's move on to my rating. Does Tenet live up to the hype? Yes, Tenet is a great movie. Now, granted, it is not one of Nolan's best films. That's coming from a director that has The Dark Knight under his belt, Inception under his belt, Interstellar to name a few. I do not think it's his best work. I do think it's another solid movie in his already long array of movies that Nolan has. I will give this movie a rating of a B+, or about an 8 out of 10. Great movie, just not good enough to hit me with that A or A plus rating. So guys, thank you for joining us today as I gave you my Tenet review. Join us again. We're looking to have these videos come out every Saturday to Wednesday range, where we're going to be reviewing movies. I will probably have the Saturdays, Ashton will have the Wednesdays, and Sundays will come together and do it that way. We hope you enjoyed it. Go see Tenet, I recommend it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.